And that splashdown, by the way, almost a week away. The astronauts will land off the coast of San Diego. But as we head into the weekend, the Artemis II crew will get closer and closer to the moon. Joining me now to talk more about the timing of the mission is Communications Director of the San Diego Air and Space Museum, David Neville. Thank you once again for coming back and talking to us.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
You know, we have to talk about this. So the astronauts gave their first media interview last night.
Yes.
And I love hearing from them. They just seem way too calm and collected for me.
Incredibly calm, incredibly relaxed, and very, very happy. And they're all very thrilled because the launch was very smooth, they said, which was, I found very, very surprising. They said that solid rocket boosters, they were all kind of taken by surprise about how smooth that was. Another thing that went very smoothly was the trans-lunar injection. When they left Earth's orbit, when they had that about 5 minute and 51-second burn, it went so well that they were supposed to do a correction burn today that they didn't have to do.
Look at that.
Yeah, and so Reed Weissman actually called down to the flight directors and said, hey, tell the guys thank you very much, the flight dynamics officers, thank you very much, because it was so accurate that they didn't have to do a correction burn today.
Okay, and explain to us exactly what a translunar injection burn is.
What it does is it's the burn that it lasts for about 6 minutes, well, 5 minutes, 51 seconds, that creates enough speed and force to get away from the Earth's gravity. And so now they're flying away from the Earth's gravity. Like you said, they're about 100,000 miles away on their way. They've got a couple more days in transit to the moon this weekend. On Sunday, they will actually enter the lunar gravity. So it'll be the first time since 1972 that humans have been in lunar gravity instead of Earth gravity.
So you're saying that's the thing to watch for come this Sunday.
There's lots of things going on between now and then, but yes, Sunday is the really big day. They'll spend most of that day practicing putting on those orange suits that you saw, putting those on, taking them off, learning how to work in that environment, putting their seats in case they have to sit down in those suits. Eventually they'll have to do that anyways for re-entry. They did that for the launch. This is the first time these suits are brand new. They're called the Orion Crew Survival System. You know, the orange suits, right? And so they're going to use those. And those suits are actually specifically designed that if anything happened, that their capsule was depressurized, that they could survive up to 6 days in those suits.
Okay, that's what I heard, and that is fascinating, the technology behind that.
It is. It really is. And each one is specifically made for each astronaut, because each astronaut is built differently, right? So they are specifically designed for them, for their body contours and everything. But the most interesting part for them will be, one of the things they'll have to practice is once they get the helmet on, they get their suit pressurized. Not only will they have to be able to work the instruments, put their seats back up, but they've got to learn how to eat and drink through those, just in case that they'll ever need to do that.
Sure. Oh, so this is really cool. These are live pictures, by the way. We're seeing the astronauts. So they're still working. They've been working around the clock, David. They mentioned yesterday, and granted that was a little over 24 hours that they had since liftoff. They said that they had taken a couple of power naps. We heard Christina was sleeping like, she looked like a bat. She was sleeping upside down. I can't even imagine what that must feel like. And they have to be so focused because what they're doing is just, there's no room for error.
There's no room for error, but at the same time, they've actually taken, it was like 30 hours into the flight, I'd heard when they did one of their interviews, it said that we've each had, you know, a couple times to sleep. You know, we've had a couple designated windows we were supposed to sleep. In fact, the first time was about 8.5 hours into the flight. And if you think about that's into the flight compared to everything they had done that day leading up to it. So they've, you know, it's all part of their schedule. Their schedule was really kind of put down to the minute for them by flight control. And has been for a long time. Now, there's always times to adjust, different things you can do. They're in constant contact with mission control, going back and forth saying, okay, what do we do about this? What are we doing here? And they're also getting the information they need for when they do the lunar flyby on Monday, what they're supposed to be looking for, the geographic figures, and because of the trajectory that they're on now.
So do they actually reach, quote unquote, the moon on Monday?
Yes, they'll get to the closest to they'll be to the moon is on Monday when they get about 47,000 miles away from the moon. That's going to be a very action-packed day for them because they have 3 prime hours to take pictures and observations. That's why they did the practice they did today. So it's the first time they've been able to practice in lunar gravity, where each of them is going to be while they're taking their pictures, taking their observations, taking their videos, and recording their observations of the moon for future moon missions.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I could talk to David for a few more hours on this very topic because I have all the questions. But David, I want to thank you so much for your expertise and your time and for coming in.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.